Traditional businesses are forced to change and shape up in order to adapt and succeed in a rapidly changing digital market. In the studio, I have Valter Adao, is Chief Digital and Innovation Officer at Deloitte Africa. Thanks for coming in. I mean, we've been talking about those markets and the pain that current emerging markets are suffering. But in the meantime, life has to go on, right? You still need to get your company right for the fourth industrial revolution and for this digital world that we are increasingly get deeper into. Just how ready are we, though?
So from the survey that we've just recently concluded, a global survey of which South Africa was almost a 5% respondent in, it shows that we've certainly, our interest in the transformation of our economy and of our various industries, there's been an uptick in that. And we're tracking more or less with global trends, with 47% of South African companies that participated indicating that they are digitally developing. In other words, they're progressing towards a mature state.
And does it matter, the picture, does it change when you look at sectors?
It varies, definitely varies from sector to sector. What we're seeing is that there's this very strong correlation between volatility and the competitive nature of the sector. The more volatility, the quicker they are to move. The less competition, the slower the move takes place. And it speaks, you spoke about the global construct. I think what's critical is a lot of our companies need to remain competitively globally competitive, sorry. And so it's not just about looking at, how can we stay ahead of our competitors in the local market, but we need to digitally transform or digitalize in order to remain globally competitive.
Even though Trump is dislocating a lot of established systems in the world and also attacking the very basis upon which the world has grown so tremendously in the last few years.
Correct, it's a global economy. It's a lot of our product that we produce, raw and produced product, gets distributed to the rest of the world. So we need to ensure that we do that at a competitive level. So it's no longer a case of, what is our competitor doing in South Africa. We need to see what our competitors doing in the rest of the world, because it comes down to the most operationally efficient company is the one at the end of the day.
As always, there are going to be laggers. What will be the cost of lagging?
I think, again, that loss of the competitive loss of an organization within an industry as a result of being a lagger is a dire result. We no longer have the comfort that we can wait to see what our competitors are doing and then follow them. This is a case of you've got to move quickly to achieve one of two things. You have to unlock that value impact through operational efficiencies inside organizations, which businesses are doing. In actual fact, it's probably the leading driver for digitalization of businesses. And then it's about driving that customer differentiation. It's no longer about knowing what your customer purchases from you, but it's about understanding how your customer engages with your organization so that you can remove the friction points, the frustration points we all have when we deal with organizations.
I forgot actually to ask this question because I wanted to tie it in with the picture across industries. Who is making strides in this area? Is it your big companies? Is it your middle-sized companies? Is it your small guys? They're more agile, if you like, companies.
It's a very good question. What we are seeing from the respondents is that the smaller, younger companies are the quickest to move towards digital transformation. And it's about survival. I think the larger companies and the older companies there's a slower move. Doesn't mean that they're not moving, but certainly the average was that they are moving slower. And it comes down to the fact that it is that the competency curse. We've been good at doing something for a very long time. We don't need to change. Let's keep on, doing what we've been good at.
And change, of course, is always difficult.
Change is very difficult.
And digital is
and complex in large organizations. Absolutely.
100%. Adao, thanks very much for coming in.
Thank you.